I just let Paul in. You're welcome, Paul.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I will need to make him a co-host so everybody can see that. That's like a
oh yeah.
setting here. Hello, hello, hello. So let me just share us in the group so Tribe can see you guys.
Paul, are you still in Turks and Caicos? Or wherever you were? I just let Paul in. You're welcome, Paul.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Hey, Joe. Hey, Mike. Hey, Nate. Hey, Chandra. How are you? Hello, hello. I'm gonna make you co-host so you can guys see each other. If you guys can, whoever is new to the group, if you don't mind, just coming on video so I can see you, if I can recognize you. Hey, Joe, how are you?
We need to verify identities.
I absolutely do. Unfortunately, hello, hello. Hey, guys.
too many fakes break in.
Oh, you know what? We're just like so damn popular here. But everybody, guys, welcome. And we are 7:31, so we will get started. Okay. So, hello, Kim. How are you? Brian. Paul, do you mind if you could let people in? I don't think I'm gonna make anyone co-host anymore. We're just gonna go ahead and get started, if that's all right. So we are 7:32, so we will just get going and get in our conversation, right? So if you don't mind, guys, if you're not speaking, just kindly mute yourselves. We will do Q&A at the end. And I'm gonna hit record. Right. Well, everyone, welcome. Thanks for joining us. And we are here tonight gathered for a very interesting conversation with one of very active tribe members. You no doubt you saw him a lot in the group, a lot of postings from him. Jason Ramshaw, the Senior Vice President of Elephant Capital. And you maybe, just like me, always wondering as he's posting all these juicy leads, like what's up with the elephant? What's going on there? So tonight we're gonna get this and many other questions answered. I invite you to take notes, sit tight. We will have opportunity to ask Jason questions at the end. Jason is one of few successful wholesalers who we see having constant flow of leads. And I know a couple clients of his who have had experience purchasing parks from him and spoke highly. So I was specifically interested in having this conversation tonight with Jason, so he can not only share with us how he does what he does so successfully during this rising rates and inflation and all this commotion with the economy, doing his business so successfully and growing his team. And he's mentioned just a little bit prior to us going live that they just started working with a new property management company for their own communities. So there is a lot for us to discuss. And I would like also to have an opportunity for you guys to maybe see some of Jason's leads and find out how you as mobile home park investors could benefit from doing business with Jason's team. Who is their ideal client? How can you position yourselves in being their priority customer, so to speak? So all that and more we will be discussing tonight. And just a really quick recap of what we are doing here and why am I gathering you here every Monday. As you know, I'm a community owner. I'm a partner with M2K Partners. We own and operate over 850 spaces across 6 states. So we active investors ourselves, active operators. And the purpose of us getting together, I'm the founder of Tribe and the community for real estate investors just like you, with a focus on partnership and efficient business solutions. What tonight I'm hoping is yet again highlighted for you guys is that you can do business so many different ways in our industry. There is truly very many options, and it is for anyone, and you can do it your way, however you choose. You can be a very successful wholesaler, you can be a single home mobile home park operator and do fantastic, do great financially. You can own multiple communities, run it, for example, like our team runs it as the investment business with a focus on being self-managed business. So there are very many different ways you can do this, and there is no one size fits all. So with that in mind, let's welcome Jason and get our conversation started. Hey, Jason.
Hello, Tribers. Katerina gave me a pretty strict list of guidelines to hit. So I think she anticipated probably a lot of the questions that I'm used to getting. So I'm going to try to hit them all and be brief here. And then, yeah, we'll answer questions. But yeah, I'm with Elephant Capital Partners. You've probably seen what's with the elephant. We'll get to that. And then our mothership is ACS Communities, affordable, clean, safe communities. Katerina, you have about twice as many pads as we do. So congratulations on that. And yeah, we did just hire a property management company to free up some bandwidth. It was a great decision for us as far as doing it your own way. And that last sentence that Kat just mentioned, there's a good book called First Break All the Rules. And that's kind of our approach, really unconventional methods. And where a lot of people see problems, we see opportunities. So other people's problems are our opportunities because we're not lazy and we'll solve them when other people won't. And that's kind of the approach that we take. So Nick's focus is kind of spearheading ACS Communities and then Elephant Capital Partners. Nick and I have been best friends since we were 16, high school, college. We've been through it all. Godfathers of each other's kids. So we know what each other's thinking. That works well, the volley on phone calls and stuff. But really, it's not that difficult of an operation. Although I wouldn't wish it on anyone. At ECP, I have 3 acquisition directors. So kind of how it works, we have 1 VA in the United States, 2 full-time callers in the United States. They'll work. I got a database girl. We have our same skip trace methods that everybody else uses, and we get the owner's cell phone and we get them to commit to a time to talk to one of our acquisition directors or myself. And then we kind of start building out the deal jacket there. And what we're actually doing is just becoming smarter in the space, right? Because we're looking at so many deals with such a high volume. Even if it doesn't necessarily fit our criteria, we figured out that we're hunting bears, right? And we have all the ammo. We might as well shoot the rabbits too and eat along the way. And it ended up turning into something that allowed us to, fund our own deals and provide some more income. Although I don't know how much longer I want to keep operating in the capacity that I am. Because if you guys see my posts, they range from 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. That's a pretty typical day. But for our staffing and our guys, all stars, I had a senior broker from Marcus and Millichap join our team. Another fellow triber just joined us, but I'm not going to mention his name yet. And then another really strong guy, Justin, who's actually, I'm helping him purchase his first park right now, but he's super sharp. He's done the boot camp. So things are really doing well there. And we kind of run, it's weird because there's two sides to the business. There's the operating side, then there's the acquisitional side. And I love the acquisitional side. We still set the metrics and keep track of the KPIs just like you normally would on operations, except on acquisitions. And we kind of operate by, like, I don't know, has anybody heard of the Pareto principle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the 80-20 rule. 80% of the consequences come from 20% of the causes. So 20% of the actions that we take yield 80% of, what we reap from what we sow. And that concept is pretty important to understand because it just kind of helps you identify which things and initiatives to prioritize in the business so you can have the most impact. And you have to have that the same way, like there's 1,000 things going on in your community to make it operate like a well-oiled machine. Take that business model. We follow Traction, which is a great book. If you haven't read it and you're an operator, read it. If you're just getting into the business, read it. Just read it anyways. Great book. But a lot of people ask, how did we get here? How did you get into the industry? Like I said, it just kind of happened while we were searching for deals.
So Jason, let me, if you don't mind, let me interject and help kind of expand on some of what you said. I'm sure people are interested here. Yes, I'll let you a minute to take the sculp of wine. Cheers. So you mentioned that you do your business with a partner, Nick, who I've heard of from a colleague in the industry who has been purchasing a deal from you previously. So could you share if both of you came to this industry from another, maybe residential or some other related business?
Kind of direct sales. In essence, we've always been entrepreneurs and working for ourselves, although I did work a corporate job as director of food and beverage for the Ritz-Carlton at one point. He called me at 6 a.m. one day and he said, are you interested in mobile home parks? And I hung up the phone. I'm like, don't call me at 6 a.m. talking to me. I've never thought about a mobile home park in my life. This was about 2.5 years ago. Later on in the day, I researched it and, one thing led to another. We're in Frank's class and then here we are. He was Cutco, pretty hardcore vector marketing. They do a great job training their staff. I had a waterless cookware distributorship. We were number one in the United States in the home show and fair program. So just a lot of talking, really. Communication skills, I think, is clutch.
Okay. So, and then you chose real estate and you chose mobile home